Hi there, Karen here from Karen Clark Creations, an artsy introvert. I just came across a sketchbook that I finished last year, and I thought I would share it with you. I was looking through it, and I loved some of my paintings, and I remembered what I was doing when I was painting them, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to share it. I think someone else might enjoy this too, so here it is. This was given to me by my mother-in-law, and it was made by Artsy Rosie on Etsy, and it is made with Arch's 140-pound cold press paper. So I really enjoyed using it. And then I just put a cute sticker on the front. Okay, so let's get started. I had decided to turn this into a challenge sketchbook. So I started with October 1st, 2022 to do Inktober, and this was Gargoyle, my cat. My cat on the steps looking out over his kingdom. That's my gargoyle. There are plenty of things in this painting that I do not like, but it's so cute. It's so cute. He used to always do that, and I love that memory. It's so adorable. I don't know why he doesn't really do that anymore. Interesting. Then we've got the second day, which is Scurry, and this is a reference photo of mine. I did take this. This was a shepherd's hook to hold a planter and a cute little jumping spider. Oh my gosh, they are so adorable when you get up and close and you see their puppy dog eyes, which I don't like spiders, but getting up close and photographing them and painting them has made me have more of appreciation for them, I guess. The third day was Bat, and I have always loved bats, so I did a bat. Day 4 was Scallop. Did not like this one. I didn't like that I was impatient and the ink ran. Here we have Sunlit. This is World Watercolor Month, July 1st, 2023. So I abandoned this sketchbook for a little while after I didn't enjoy this one, and I didn't go any further with Inktober because I did not enjoy this one, and I didn't quite understand the challenge. Like, it's to push through. It's to challenge you to keep going, even if it doesn't matter if you like it or if you hate it. Just keep going. And I learned that. So this one is Sunlit, and it's a painting that I created for my own reference photo. This is a photo from Coastal Maine Botanical Gardens. The second day was Diversion. Hummingbirds always divert my attention, so that works for me. The third day was Raspberry. So these are little raspberry cookies. I love sugary raspberry cookies, and a very wonky mug of coffee. Very wonky, but I love my cookies. Day 8 was Mechanism, so I just looked around me and I grabbed the first thing that I could see around me that was considered a mechanism, and it was my mouse. The 9th day is Vegetation, but I changed it to Vegetation because this isn't really vegetation, but corn is a vegetable, so I think it worked. But this was dried corn that I was giving to the chipmunks and squirrels, so I made this prompt work for what I wanted to paint, basically. But I really like how it turned out. This one I love. This was Clutter. And this was clutter around my house. Unfortunately, the plant recently died. I had had it for a few years, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if I overwatered it or underwatered it. I don't know, but I really love this. And it was the first time that I had ever painted like junk and thrown together, and I really want to do more of it. I find it so fun to make everyday objects look interesting in a painting, and I actually think that's why I like doing my friend's sketchbook, because there are everyday objects in there too, such as a pen, and I'm getting ready to post Scrabble tiles and things like that, and it's just really fun. Not every piece of art has to be something ethereal from someone's mind that invokes you to think about life and death and angels and, I don't know. Not everything is like that. Not every art piece needs to be like that. Sometimes it's just junk that you look at that you think, huh, that's neat. So sometimes it can be that. So this is the first time that I did like something metallic, and I really enjoyed how it came out. So simple. It was so simple. I also kept my sketch marks in when I was doing it. I didn't erase them, and I really think that added to the interest of this for me. I don't know if other people don't like that, but for this piece, I love it. So, yes. And I like how it spans 2 pages. That's interesting to me. So I did that again. This one was element, so I grabbed, I think gold is an element, so I grabbed some gold earrings that I had. The 13th day was valuable. A watercolor tin might not be valuable to everyone else, but to me it is so valuable. I love this tin. I still use this tin as my main tin. It's just, I need to clean it. I need to clean my tin. But I love it. So it's valuable to me. Day 14 was aubergine. I gotta say, I had never used that word described as an eggplant. I've only thought of it as the color eggplant. I did not know that aubergine was a vegetable. Did not know. So the word aubergine pops out at me as a line in Steel Magnolias when Clary is doing the color announcing for the local football team, and she said, "Bob, would you think these," or I don't know, something along the lines of, "Would you call these uniforms grape or aubergine?" And then Louisa was like, "Shut up." So here is the aubergine football locker room. Ridiculous, but whatever. It was fun. It was fun. Day 12, this is an addition to my sketchbook because I forgot to take it with me. I went to a friend's house for an artsy, fun hangout night, and I painted Otherworldly, and I thought these mushrooms with the fungus growing up looked otherworldly in crazy colors. I used core paints with that one. That's my first time using core paints, and it was enjoyable. All the other paintings in here are Daniel Smith. And that watercolor tin is Daniel Smith. This day is recycle. It's the 16th, and this was a bag that I got free from going to a sidewalk art show thingy. And it says 100% recycled, and turned out pretty cute. This one is Spacious. This is my own reference photo. I drove across the country with my now husband, and this was a picture I took, and it just blew me away. You know, I'm from an area where it's flat, yes, but there are a lot of trees, so you don't really see this far into the path that you're driving, and there's definitely not mountains where I grew up. So this was extremely beautiful to me, and I think it really worked for the prompt Spacious. Day 20 was olive, so I just went with some simple olive branch. Day 22 is fragment. I found these feathers in our yard because I love my birds and, go out to the bird feeders and feed them, and I found these 2 feathers, and I thought, well, they're bird fragments, so that works. Day 21 is risky. I watched a video, I think it was Mira Byler, that dropped some rice on a page and outlined it and created like a map. So I did that. I went and got, actually I think I used macaroni because I didn't have an open bag of rice. So I used macaroni, dropped it down, traced it out, and then I created a map like you would see in the game Risk. I love this page. I love it. Day 23 is first. Those are tomatoes that I grew on our porch. I think the spanning across the page was kind of messy for this one and this one, but that's okay. I love how those tomatoes turned out. They're really small, like cherry tomatoes. Day 24 is soft. This is Frosty. I had a miniature dachshund for 17 years, and this was her favorite toy. And I would wash it and dry it, and she would be excited to get it, and she would squeak it. And even in the end, when I think it hurt her mouth to squeak, because, you know, senior dogs have dental issues, even when I think it hurt her to do it, she still did it. And yes, I took her to the vet. She was well cared for, trust me. I miss seeing that little snowman around the house. So I painted that just sitting there on the pillow next to me. All of these were plein air. Well, plein air in my house on my sofa, the best kind. And then day 25 is stitch. I worked it up as if I was going to start working on a crochet stitch, and I really love it. I love it. Love it. Day 26 is bell. This is our very old doorbell on our little old lady house. Speaking of little old lady house, here she is. Day 28 is time. And I wasn't sure what to do with time, and then I decided, well, our little house is gonna take some time. One, she's been standing for a long time, and two, it's going to take time before we can make her ours. So I thought that worked. It's not really to scale. It's not the small, clearly it's not the small, but I shrunk it up a little bit so it fit on the page. Day 27 is detour. I had something I needed to do. I think it was running errands, and I took a detour to the local walking path along the river, and I painted this. I don't love it. It's okay. I don't like the pencil that I added. That's all. It definitely needed something, but pencil was not it. It was not it, but you know, I still remember it. I still really enjoyed doing it, and I think that's part of the fun. Day 29, splatter. I really went crazy with this one. That's it. Day 30 is whistle, and I love my Homer whistling. Love him. He's so cute. Day 31 is impulse. My mom and I, whenever we would go grocery shopping, we would go to that impulse section and we would buy Ferrero Rocher, and I just love those so much. And I wasn't sure I could pull this off with all the metallic and texture, and I really did, and I'm so proud of it. Okay, so then that's the end of World Watercolor Month, July 2023, and then we skip to Inktober 2023. So the first day is dream. I had taken melatonin to help me sleep, and I was talking to my mom about it, and she told me that melatonin gives her crazy dreams. And my uncle said the same thing. I was like, what? I don't think I've ever realized or noticed that. And then I thought about it. I'm like, oh my goodness, it really does. It really does give me crazy dreams. And I stopped taking it for a while, but I'm back to it, and I do get crazy dreams. Totally worth it though. This one was super fun. This is spiders. Second day. I knew what I wanted to do, so I wet the page. I put water on with a brush, but then I also sprayed and flicked on and dropped in color where I wanted them to be, and then I went back with a pen and came up with some random designs, and here they are, and they're so cute. They're so cute. I don't know which one's my favorite. I'm looking. Might be the leaves. So cute. Day 3 was path. And this is a path to a pot of gold, I suppose. My reference photo, I don't really care for the ink that I put around the cloud, but whatever. It's good. It's all right. Super proud of this one. This is Dodge. So it was from the movie Dodgeball, and it was my husband's idea. And so I went down to the basement and I grabbed 2 wrenches and painted them, and I'm super proud of them. I think they look awesome. Really when I look at them from like an angle, they really do kind of look real, and that's fun to me. because they're clearly not. I mean, like, looking at them head on, I can see all kinds of things that would make me think they're not real. But setting them aside and looking at them, they have more of a realism to them, I guess is my point. Really fun. This one, Day 5 Map. This was what really and truly wanted me to get started with my friend's sketchbook. This is Joey in England in his map, because he gets lost and he says, I'm going to have to go into my map. And it was fun to paint, and I've always wanted to do that challenge, and I started it and then quit it. Started it and painted one, I should say. But it was when I did this, I really started thinking about it again, and like what I wanted to come of it, and what I should do. And that's when it kind of hit me that I should do a sketchbook. But it still took me many, many months to finally get the courage to do it. And I'm so glad I did, because it's been super fun. It's been super fun. So, Joey in his map. This one is golden. This was a little bee on my flower outside my back door. Day 7 was drip. And oh my goodness, this one was super fun to do. I love how it turned out. I love the drippy glaze here. It really makes me want a cinnamon roll. But I love it. This was a reference photo from Unsplash, as was this, I believe, toad. I did not want to paint a toad. I didn't want to do it. But then once I did it, I was blown away. Turned out so amazing. The depth that I got is just awesome. I love the eyes. I love the teeny little lip there. Love all the little bumps and warts and, cuteness. Love it. Also, this was when I really started adding borders, and that made me super happy. Really enjoy the borders. Makes them look very finished, as opposed to this, where it's kind of rough. There's nothing wrong with that, but I really prefer the crisp, clean edge, I think. So, I think this is my favorite one I've done of this Inktober series. But the last one I'm going to show you today, which I think I've already shown you the other ones in the other sketchbook that I've already posted. Anyway, this one is Bounce. This is a little woodcock bird, and when they are looking for food, actually I don't even know, it might just be when they walk. They might just naturally walk with a fun little bounce. So adorable. If you've never seen one do it, you need to watch a video. It's so funny watching them. I finally saw a woodcock in real life. We were walking along a trail, and I just barely saw something move, and it did the little bouncy thing, but then it got scared and skittered away. But oh, it was such a dream. I love birds so much, and it was so fun to see one in real life. So this is my sketchbook. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to turn it back to there. My favorite 2 pages. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more and you didn't see my last one, I will link it at the end so you can see my other sketchbook that I finished. And when I finish another one in the future, I will share it with you too. Also, check out my Friends sketchbook, the progress in that. I am painting every episode of Friends. One thing inspired from the episode. I think it's super fun. I like that some are going to be more detailed than others. And maybe you'll enjoy it too. So thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.